In this video, we're going to go over how to set up your schedule in Lightspeed. Now, if you have been using the ad hoc schedule and you like that, by all means, you can continue to just select the students that you're working with, do ad hoc, say 45 minutes, and click start. But I am finding that a lot of teachers, they want to set up the schedule. So I would call this best practices on how to set up your schedule. And a wonderful teacher at Monac came up with a great system on how to rename your classes, and it really makes sense. So this is what I'm going to show you. So thank you, Kim, and let's get started. So here's your landing page for Lightspeed, and right here are all of your classes. This is a 6th grade example of a schedule. And you know the 2A, the 3A, the 4A, 7A don't really mean anything, and that doesn't match to like period 7 at your building like it would at the junior high. So we're going to go in and we're going to rename these so that they make more sense. So I'm going to go down here where it says manage. This is going to take me to another screen where I can rename the classes. So I'm going to rename these classes to indicate what time I have this group of students and what subject I'm teaching. And then if I departmentalize, like at the upper elementaries, I'm going to indicate what students I have. So let's walk through how to do this first one. So over here in the, I call this guy the lazy snowman because he's laying down, but the 3 dots, I'm going to click on this. It's going to give me some options. I can view the class. So if I'm not sure what 6th grade Hoffman, 6th Math Hoffman-2A is, I can view the class and see what students are in there. But the big one that we're going to be playing with right now is the rename. So this is the first step. We're going to rename this class. So I'm going to click that, and notice this part up here changes, but the SIS, the Student Information System, so that's the Power School, that's not going to change. So you're not going to mess up any rostering when you do this. All right, so I'm going to delete this name. So I'm going to look at my schedule, and I know that I have this 2A group from 9:20 to 10:10, let's say. And it is math, so I do want to indicate that, but it's not my homeroom. I have Mr. White's class. So I'm going to put a W so that I know what group of students are coming to me. So I do that. And now I'm going to go into each of these classes, each of these math classes, and I'm just going to rename it by when I teach it and who is in my groups. So I'm going to go through in here and rename. Now I also teach a section of science, so I'm going to update this, and I do have my students for science. All right, so I've got my 3 sections of math all set. I have my section of science. I want to also add my homeroom time in the morning. So I'm going to grab this homeroom, and I'm going to rename this. So before they start switching classes, they're with me. So I'm just going to put that in as homeroom, and I'm going to save. So I've got them all in there. Now I'm going to arrange them to make sure that they are in the right order by time. So I've got 9 to 10. That's good. I'm going to grab right here these those 2 lines of dots. I don't really have a fun name for that. That's just, I'm going to call that the handle. So I'm going to grab it there, and then you notice the minute that I grab it there, I can start moving it around. So I'm going to grab this right here at the handle, and I'm going to move this up. So I have 9 to 10, 11, 1, 2, and then I'm going to grab this homeroom and move that up there. Now I'm also noticing I do have planning. So normally I have planning from 10:15 to 11:05, but on Tuesday I don't have planning. So I am going to make this last class down here, this work and engagement, I'm going to rename this. So I'm going to name that 10:15 to 11:05 No Planning Tuesday. All right, so I'm going to click save. I'm going to move this one up just so that they're all in order. So that's the first step. Now we're going to actually go into the scheduler system in Lightspeed and put in these times. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab this first one, 8:45 to 9:20. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on class settings. This will allow me to set up the schedule. I'm going to change it from ad hoc to custom, and I'm going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we're going to start it because it says it right up there, 8:45 a.m. to 9:20. For this example, we're going to say that we have a different schedule on Fridays. On Fridays, I have my homeroom kids a little bit longer. I have them from 8:45 until 10 a.m. So it's a little different schedule on Friday. So you can customize that in Lightspeed. All right, and then I'm going to switch to math. When I have Mr. White's class, click class settings, custom Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or just follow an ad hoc schedule on Friday. So 9:20 a.m. to 10:10 a.m. Save. This next one, this is the No Planning Tuesday. So this one I'm only going to do on Tuesday because I don't have planning. I don't want to select every day because I don't have my students during that time. They're going to STEM, they're going to art, music, PE, and maybe the specialist teacher wants to use Lightspeed. And if I have them in my class, they will have to go through a bunch of extra steps to take them out of my class and put them in their class in Lightspeed. So if you are going to use the schedule feature, then you need to put in your specific schedule. Tuesday, I have no planning, so I do have my students from 10:15 a.m. to 11:05 a.m. And I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to keep going through and putting in these schedules. All right, so I went through, let me just hit manage to make sure. So I have a custom schedule. See how it says none right there? That lets me know that I forgot one. So I'm gonna go in and set that one. We did find with another situation that when you had overlapping schedules, so let's say one of your classes is scheduled 9 to 3, and then you have all the other ones that are scheduled properly, your web rules will not work. Okay, so now I took the time to do all of this, and what happens is when you fire up Lightspeed at any time during the day, it will grab those kids based on that time frame. So I'm going to click on Lightspeed just like I'm starting all over with it. And now I'm in my 2:15 to 3:05 science class. And here's Gabby in my science class. I didn't have to select that group. I didn't have to do anything. It's already set up. So this is how you set up your schedule in Lightspeed. It's a set it and forget it kind of thing. You get it all set up. And then just when you turn on Lightspeed, your students, the correct students are already in your class. Now, when we are on a special schedule or maybe a 2-hour delay, you will need to go back to that ad hoc. So you'll need to find the students that are supposed to be in your room at that time, and then go to class settings. And then where it says type, you're just gonna go back to ad hoc, say 30 minutes, 40 minutes, however, and then start. But the fact that we renamed all of these classes will make that process so much easier. All right, have a great day.